Hi guys, it's Thursday the 21st of January. Here are your questions for this morning. Don't panic, the rest of them are on the next page, but for now I'd like you to have a go at your back to basics please. Pause the screen and we're going to be moving on in 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Here are the answers, so pause the screen, remember give yourself a tick if you got it and a dot if not. Okay, so today's focus is going to be comparing area, and we're pretty good at using our greater than, less than and equal signs, but just as a bit of a reminder, I would like you to have a go at this activity. So hit pause on the screen and see if you can have a go finding out which of these has the bigger amount, which comparison sign you need to use. Let's see if you remember how to find the area of this shape and finding out one more and two less than these numbers at the bottom. So hit pause on your screen. When you're ready, we'll have a look at the answers. Okay, so for these, the green blocks here, there are less green blocks than red blocks. There are 6 green blocks and 7 red blocks. So we've used the less than sign. For our yellow cubes over here, there are 3 on both sides, so they are equal amounts. And here, 7 is greater than 6. Hopefully we've got all of those the right way around. To find the area of this shape, all we need to do is count up the squares inside it, because area is the space inside a shape. And once we've counted them all up, we'll find out that we have 21 squares. We could have also done this by counting in sevens. So 7, 14, 21. 1 more than 3 times 5. Well, 3 times 5 is 15, so 1 more is 16. And 2 less than 5 times 4, well 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 take away 2 is 18. So on to today's lesson then. We have this shape here in front of us. How are we going to find its area? Well, area is the space inside, so we're going to count up the squares. Off we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has an area of 7 squares. Here's a second shape. Let's find the area of this one. And this one has an area of 6 squares. So my question to you is, which one of these has the larger area? Which one is bigger? And what sign is going to go in the center here? Hopefully we all know this one has 7 squares, so it's the bigger area. So we want to use the greater than sign, the sign that opens up to this side. Here we have 2 shapes and we need to find out which one has the smaller area. So to do that, we're going to need to find the area of both shapes first. Let's start with this shape on the left. I'll just get my pen ready to write. So I'm going to count across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I could keep counting 7, 8, 9. Or now that I know there's 6 in one row, I can just count up in 6. So that's 1 lot of 6, 2 lots of 6, that's 12, 3 lots of 6, that's 18, 4 lots of 6, so that's 24. So there are 24 squares in this shape. In this shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1 lot of 5, 2 lots of 5 is 10, 3 lots of 5 is 15, 20 and 25. So there are 24 in this shape and 25 in this shape. Now we know which one is bigger. It's the shape here. Oh, it's working it out for me. But it is the shape here on our right, so we want to use our less than sign. This shape is less than this shape when we compare the area. Now you pause the screen and I'd like you to have a go at this one. Which of these shapes has the greater area? Pause the screen, count up the blocks, and I'm going to count you down until we check the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So in this one we've got lots of 5 here, so 5, 10, 15. 3 times 5 is 15, and we have this extra square over here, so altogether that's 16 squares. In this shape we've got almost 2 missing, 2 less than. We've got 5 in each row, 4 rows of 5 is 20, and take those 2 back off, 18, very similar to our starter question. So this one has an area of 16, and we could have counted them up individually to check that. this one has an area of 18, so this one is larger, so this shape is less than this shape. Now we've got 3 shapes here, A, B and C, and we need to put them in order from largest to smallest. Terry the turtle thinks that B is the longest and therefore it's the largest. I think we've already talked about how long and short shapes don't necessarily have larger or smaller areas, so I wonder if Terry's going to be right. Let's have a think and see if we can work this out. So let's work out the area of shape A. We have 2 rows of 4, 2 rows and 2 columns of 4 there. So 2 lots of 4 is 8. In B, we have 1 lot of 7. So B is 7 squares. In C, we've got rather a strange shape, so we might want to count this one up individually. We've got 9 squares in C. So if we were going to put them in order from largest to smallest, the largest is C, followed by A, followed by B. CAB. Okay. Here's another problem now. So the same shapes as before, but this time the area of shape A is halved, and we know halved means split into 2 equal parts. So we're left with just half, just this half here. 1 extra square is going to be added to shape C. It could be added anywhere. What is the difference between the smallest and largest area now? Well, this is going to be relatively simple to work out now that we know how big each of these shapes are. If A was 8 squares before and we half it, it's going to have 4 squares of area now. B is going to stay the same, nothing's happening to B, so that's still 7 squares. If we add 1 square onto C, then we'll be left with 10 squares. If we put them into order now, the largest is still C, then followed by B, then A, CBA. Okay, it's your turn now. You're going to have some area to compare on teams. If you want to come back to this video to hear any of the explanations or see any of the examples again, please do. Otherwise, if you're stuck, ask for help on the Ask the Teachers channel. Remember to count carefully and use your times tables to help you be more efficient. Good luck.